Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today our discussion topic is cash book. Cash book, as its name implies, that it is the book where we maintain the record of cash. Okay, it means that we see how many time cash is coming in and how many time cash is coming out. It means that how many times cash has been debited and how many time cash has been credited. Okay, so cash book has three types: single column cash book, double column cash book, and triple column cash book. There is a simple rule to remember these three types of cash book. Single column cash book only has one column of cash. We only deal with cash entries. There will be no credit entry. There will be no bank entry. If we do transaction regarding bank, regarding check, then we will not entertain that entry in the single column cash book. Okay, I read from here. In single column cash book, only direct cash entries are written in one column. No credit entry is written and no bank entry is written. It has only one column. Okay, clear? Next is double column cash book. Double column cash book has two columns. One column is for cash and other column is for bank transactions, bank entries. Okay, double column cash book has two columns. First column will be where we entertain all the cash entries, and the next column will be bank column where we entertain all the bank transactions. If we pay something, purchase something and pay through bank, pay through check, then we will write the entries in the bank column. Remember one thing: if in single column cash book any entry regarding bank is given in the question, we will not entertain that entry in the single column cash book. We will leave that entry, we will left that entry and proceed our question. Next is triple column cash book. As its name implies, it has three columns. First column is for cash, second column is for bank, and the third column is for discount. Okay, there will be three columns: first for cash, then for bank, and then for discount. If we give any discount or we receive any discount, discount has two natures. Discount allowed and discount received. So both of these will be entertained in the discount column. Okay. We are going to solve one question regarding cash book. Okay, first of all, we have to read the question and then we try to solve it. Okay, January 1, 2005, Mr. Jamil started business with cash rupees 10,000, 1 lakh, cash rupees 1 lakh. So this is the cash entry. We will entertain that entry in the cash book because we have to prepare a single column cash book here. It is the question of single column cash book. Paid for stationery rupees 1,000. It is also cash entry. Sold goods for cash. It is also cash entry. Paid for trade this expense. It is also cash entry. Sold goods for cash. Cash entry. Received cash from Mr. Asif. It's also cash entry. Paid cash to Mr. Kadir. It is also cash entry. Draw cash for personal use. Cash entry. Bought goods for cash. Cash entry. Sold goods for cash is also cash entry. Paid for electricity bill. Cash entry. Paid service and rent. Here is no bank entry and there is no discount entry. It means we have to prepare a single column cash book. It is understood. Sometime it is written that required single column cash book, so we'll have to prepare a single column cash book. This is the performa how we can prepare a single column cash book. Date, details, invoice number, ledger folio, amount. And similarly the same way, date, details, invoice number, ledger folio, amount. These two columns will be left because here we write the previous month's history, previous data, because in the question we don't have the previous month data, therefore we will left those two columns empty. So first of all we will see cash is debited due to, first of all cash is debited. Mr. Jamil started business with cash rupees 1 lakh. It means Mr. Jamil is investing 1 lakh rupees cash in the business. Cash is debited in the business. When we start business, cash comes inside the business. Okay, so cash is debited due to capital. So here we write details. In detail column we will write the reason why cash is debited. It's capital 1 lakh. Capital means capital is the reason cash has been debited. This is the single column cash book. Okay, so next we will see second entry, bought goods for cash rupees 7,000. When we buy something, it means we give cash to the seller. We are going to buy, here we are buyer, we buy goods, it means goods are coming inside our business and cash is going out. So cash is credited due to purchases 70,000. Due to purchases, cash is credited by 70,000. It is the credit column, credit side from here to this, and this is the debit side basically. Okay, next we will see paid for stationery rupees 1,000. So when we pay, it means we are giving cash. Cash is credited due to stationery 1,000. Okay, next entry is sold goods for cash rupees 40,000. Okay, sold goods for cash rupees 40,000. When we sell goods, it means goods are going out and cash is coming. So cash is coming inside the business, it means cash has been debited due to sales. So here we write reason, details column, sales amount is 40,000. Okay, next is paid for trade expense rupees 1,000. So when we pay, cash will be credited definitely. So due to reason is trade expense, so trade expense is the reason why cash has been credited 1,000. Okay, sold goods for cash rupees 10,000. So when we sell goods, we will receive cash. So cash will be debit due to sales 10,000. Again, sales 10,000. Okay, receive cash from Mr. Asif 5,000. Now we are receiving cash from Mr. Asif. So cash is coming due to Mr. Asif. So Mr. Asif is the reason why cash is coming inside business. So Asif will be in the detail column and amount will be 5,000. Next is paid cash to Mr. Kadir rupees 10,000. Now we are paying cash to Mr. Kadir. Cash is coming out from the business, getting out from the business, so cash will be credited due to Mr. Kadir, like this, Kadir 10,000. Okay, withdraw cash for personal use rupees 7,000, sorry 3,000. This is 3,000. Okay, so now we are taking cash for personal use, not for the business. Drawings has the nature of, drawings basically is the expense, it has the nature of debit. So when we debit drawing, it means cash is coming out from the business. When we draw, it is basically withdraw. Withdraw means we are getting cash from the business for our personal use. It means cash is not coming inside the business, cash is coming out from the business and coming towards our personal life, personal pocket, personal use. So cash will be credited due to drawings, like this, drawings 3,000. Okay. Next is bought goods for cash rupees 20,000. Now we are buying goods. It means we will give cash. Cash will be credited and goods will be debited. So cash is credited due to purchases. So again, purchases will be written in the detail column and cash will be written in the amount column to 20,000. 20,000. Okay. Now paid for electricity bill rupees 2,000. When we pay electricity bill is an expense. It has a nature of debit. When we pay electricity bill, it means we will pay some amount, some rupees of 2,000. It means cash will be credited from our business, from our pocket. So electricity bill will be written in detail column and amount will be 2,000. Next is paid salaries and rent rupees 500 and 1,500. So salaries and rent are also expense. Salaries and also expense. It means cash is credited due to salaries and rent. Okay, cash will be credited due to rent 1,500 and salaries 500. Now remember one thing: the bigger amount we will accumulate, we will add these 4 5 amounts and these 7 8 amounts. The bigger side, the amount which is larger, will be written in the both sides. 2 lakh, 2 lakh. Okay, when we accumulate these all, the amount will be 2 lakh. When we accumulate all these, the amount will not be 2 lakh, but we will write 2 lakh in the both sides, debit side and credit side. Then we will see which side is greater than the side which is greater. We will write brought down balance BD above the total column, above the total amount column. Okay, and we will write balance CD carried down above the total column. Remember one thing very carefully: balance BD will always be written below the total amount, and balance CD will always be written above the total amount, because here is the shortage of amount. We carry some amount from this side to that side. When we will not accumulate this balance CD, the total will not become 2 lakh. Okay, so we will accumulate it here, so we will have to write balance CD over the total amount due to add up all this amount to become 2 lakh. I hope you have understood this question. If you have any question regarding this lecture, you are free to ask me, and subscribe my channel so that you will not miss any video. Thank you so much.